Hey guys, it's Trey
and Diana,
and we are back on
Strong Woman 101.
We're a little thirsty today, and it kind of has to do with today's topic on being a little thirsty.
But what we're not gonna do in 2017 is be thirsty.
Ding ding ding.
Because I am so tired of seeing girls on social media and out in these streets looking crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, homegirl, you don't have to be chasing after no man.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's get right into this.
Yeah. So we're talking about ourselves today. We're not talking about men. Let's talk about ourselves and how we're thirsty. Now, let me be the first to say, if you're feeling a homeboy, feeling a dude, whatever, it's okay to put yourself out there. Personally, me, when I'm feeling somebody, I put myself out there as well. But there's a way to do it without being thirsty.
Yes.
So I'm sure there's multiple ways, but personally what I do is...
Okay, wait. Can I explain to y'all what thirsty means? Because not everybody might know what thirsty means.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
First of all, let me explain to you guys what thirsty is. Thirsty, first, is when your throat is dry. Alright? It means, we're saying it in relationship point of view, when the guy necessarily might not want you, or he's ignoring you, or, you know, like situations happen where it seems like you're doing the most work and the person is basically running the other way. So you look a little thirsty, like you need some water. So that's what we're talking about. All right, sorry, continue.
So yeah, I am all for putting yourself out there when you like someone. Because, I mean, face it, sometimes you like somebody, you see them, and you want them to know. You want them to get the hint and whatnot. So I'm sure there's multiple ways to do that. Personally, what I do is, how do I explain it? I let them know that I'm there. I might go over there a little more, have a little extra conversation, little extra questions and whatnot, a little extra interest in what you're saying, flipping a little more, smiling a lot, you know, all of that. Like, you know, on social media, I might even, hey, that picture is so funny. Comment a little more, oh my gosh, like that is so awesome. When did you do that? How was it? You know, put yourself out there. Feel him out. Let him know I'm here. Hello. Hi.
Right. Hello.
Exactly.
Hi. Right.
And for me, based on that, I see if I get feedback.
Okay.
Now, if I'm like, you know, continuously like, oh, hi, I'm here. Da, 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 what's up? You look awesome today. And I'm not getting any feedback. Okay. Turn around, pack up shop. He's not interested. Right. He's just not that interested, girl.
Cut it quick.
Cut it quick. But on the other hand, if he's like showing the same interest and whatnot, then you know, okay, it's okay to proceed. Yeah?
I agree.
Exactly. So, when is it not okay to proceed?
Okay, yeah, let's get into that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what this is for.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So, first and foremost, if he has a wife, he has a girlfriend, do not proceed. It is not okay to proceed.
That just pissed me off.
Oh, I got that shit in my eye.
That really just pissed me off. After you just said a wife. Okay. I think you need to repeat that because they didn't hear you the first time.
Okay, I'll repeat that. If he has a wife or a girlfriend, it is not okay
It is not okay to proceed. Okay. Did y'all get that? We said it twice.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Okay. Now, secondly, if he's not showing you any feedback and it's clear he doesn't like you, it's not okay to proceed.
Not at all.
Not at all. And third, my last point, if he's showing someone else interest, if he likes another girl and it's clear he's showing her interest and getting her attention, he's not worried about you. Don't proceed. Go find someone else, girl. Can
I ask you a question?
What's up?
But what if he's interested in the girl and showing you a little, like you know those people that they like attention, so they're accepting your attention, but they don't necessarily like you?
No, I understand. Personally, me, if I see that you're, you know, showing some other girl attention, seems like you like her, but then you come to me also, I'll be like, alright, you're not that serious right now. You're just like, you know, playing games, whatever. And that's okay. Now, it depends on my level of interest if I will continue or not.
Okay. Because I'm saying, like, that's where I feel like some girls would see it as a competition. Like, oh, okay, well, they're not together, and he's, like, you know, like, entertaining me or whatever. Maybe I can win in a sense.
You know, excuse me. I'm not completely opposed to that because I feel like if you're really into him and he's like, okay, you know, I think there could be something, he likes me too. Okay, yeah, it's okay to proceed. But personally, I'm not into competition at all.
Okay.
Like, you know that. I'm not into it at all. So if I see you paying attention to somebody else, then I'm probably just going to walk away like, all right.
Unless he's Tyrese or Chris Brown. Sorry.
Chris Brown?
Who's from
Chris Brown.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Pause. Anyway. But yeah.
A hater.
Oh gosh. Anyway. So yeah, if he's into someone else, I personally wouldn't even bother because I'm not into that. But if someone else does, I don't think it's completely wrong. That's not completely thirsty. Unless it's showing her more attention than you and only like giving you the scraps because you're around, then you need to be able to sense that. But other than that, yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the big question, why? Why can't we go and and still show attention to people who don't like us and who, you know, all these other things? I'll tell you why. Sorry about that, guys. The camera cut off. But anyways, back to what we were saying.
Yes.
Yeah, why shouldn't you go and, you know, make it do what it do with these guys, you know, they're not interested. I'll tell you why. Because he's not going to take you seriously. And you deserve so much more than some guy who's not going to come and treat you the way you're supposed to be treated.
Right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Because I remember in high school, or not even high school, in college too, when I used to hang out with more men than women. And they literally, like, looked at it as a game. When girls would, like, just be fiending to talk to them. And you know how pretty boys are. But at the same time, they would just text them all day, or every time they see them, like, hey, or whatever, and, like, start rubbing up on them, and they're really not feeling them. As soon as you walk away, they're talking about it. And they're on some, yo, she's crazy, like, I don't even want her, and she just always all over me, and this is, like, it's like a game to them, and you're basically a pawn in their game, and then, like, nothing ever comes of it.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Yeah,
so basically, you don't make yourself look stupid. You don't want to feel stupid and get your feelings hurt, you know, at the end of the day, because you didn't want to look at the signs from before and see that he wasn't feeling you. So yeah, no more of that in 2017, guys.
Can we not?
Exactly. Now, before we go, I have a quick question to ask you and all of you. Now, back in the day, I used to watch YouTube, and there was this girl who made a video about what to do when you like someone and what not to do when you like somebody.
Okay.
And she said that when you like somebody, you need to tell them.
Okay.
Now, when I heard that, I was just like, damn, girl, like,
right.
That's a lot. Like, it takes a lot of boldness to go and tell somebody that you like them. And personally, I don't have that much boldness to do that. I wouldn't, like, come out and say it right away. So what do you think about that?
Well, for me, I agree with her. I agree with her to a certain extent, though. So I would definitely, like, ask a guy or tell a guy, like, look, like, I like you, but this is the way I'll do it. Like, if we've been talking for, like, a week or two, and now I'm just like, I really want to know where this goes, I'll just be like, so, you like me, huh? Right? And do little things like that, like, so, but you're gonna be my boyfriend, huh? Like, just like little things, and you know, you see how they respond, because I do it in a joking way, so that even if he's just like, oh, well, you know, I'm not looking for a relationship now, I'm just like, all right, cool, like, I was just, you know, like, I like to play things off in humor rather than just go, so, look, it's been 2 weeks and we've been talking for a while. What's going on? Right. So like, you have to, you know, kind of like soften it up a little bit. So you have to kind of like soften it up a little bit, and you know, like kind of play joking so that you're not completely embarrassed. Even though, like, say he does say no, I guess it wouldn't be as harsh as. What am I trying to say? Like, it just, I guess, like, the impact wouldn't, I mean, you are going to feel kind of like whatever.
Exactly.
But, because he said no. But I feel like it's not going to be as bad as in you just came out of nowhere. Because I'm pretty sure if you come out bold and big, he's going to come back bold and big like no. Rather than if you play it off as a joke, he might just joke back with you. Like, no, you know,
I don't know. I feel like whether it's joke or not, feelings are feelings. And if I'm feeling somebody and I'm like, hey, so you feeling me, aren't you? And they're just like, I mean, we cool. Like, you know, we friends.
Look, that gives me time to think something quick back and smile back with you. Like, all right, I ain't like you like that anyway.
But deep inside, though, you still gonna be like,
I'll go home and cry. But I feel like when somebody in my face telling me no, my instant reaction be like, well, whatever. Like, I catch an attitude if it's too bold things can't happen at the same time. Sorry, I can't. Because I would feel like, no, like you're supposed to like me now.
Okay, you're supposed to like me now. So at the end of the day, you think that it's worth it to
ask
tell
questions.
them.
Yeah, and tell them. Yeah.
That you like. Wait, so is that really telling them you like them? Or is that like just seeing if they like you? Like,
I think it's kind of both.
Upfront with your feelings?
I kind of think it's both because you're flirting. You're not gonna flirt with somebody you don't like. So the fact that so she's flirting with someone she obviously doesn't like, right? But with me, I'm not gonna flirt with someone I don't like. So like, I use like the humor flirting kind of like situation to do that. So yeah, so he's gonna know because I'm like kind of acting and flirting and smiling and all that stuff.
And then when he rejects you, it's just
like, oh, okay, cool.
He's gonna know you liked him because you were flirting.
Right. We're gonna have to fix that, but you're gonna like me whether you like it or not.
Oh gosh. So I guess you just gotta find out sooner than later.
Right.
And if whatever works for you, hey. I mean, I don't know if I still would have the willingness to do that, but I would have to figure it out some way or the other if you like me and see the signs.
But how? How would you do it? Because
what, 3 weeks? Attention.
3 weeks go by and y'all still in the same kind of like, okay, we're texting all the time, we're doing this all the time. How are you figuring this out? Are you gonna wait 2 months?
No. If a guy likes you and y'all are texting and talking and all of that, he needs to ask you out. Be like, yo, well, you know, let's go out on a date. Let's, you know, whatever. And if he's not doing that, then
okay, but what if that's like not his personality, or what if he's shy or anything, so he's just like, oh my god, I don't know if to ask her on a date or whatever, but this like is going good, because you know how I think there's some guys that like to build things on a friendship. So like, all right, he's been talking to me for a month now, he's just like, no, this chick is really dope, but how do I ask her on a date? And you're just like, look, we've been talking for a month now, and I need to know if you like me or not. So like, there's like 2 sides to every story kind of. So what if he's kind of like shy and you're kind of like, hello, how are you gonna just be like, are you wasting my time or not?
No, I feel you. I feel like regardless if you're talking for a week or a month, there should be some progression. Especially if it's for a month. Like, there should be some progression. If there's no progression and we're like stagnant here, then I'm like, okay, that's basically friendship. We're not doing anything. Nothing's going anywhere.
Okay.
All right, guys. So to end this all off, we just want to say,
don't be thirsty.
Don't be thirsty.
Get some water.
It's 2017.
Get some milk.
Milk? Oh, no.
Get some juice.
Get some juice. Get some water.
Get anything that you like to drink. If you see a man, don't stop.
Yeah.
Stop with the thirst.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the desert, you don't need him that bad, especially if he's not giving you no attention. Please.
Exactly. Don't force it. Don't.
That's what it is. Don't force it.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to love and relationships and even friendships or anything, it should come naturally.
Yeah.
And if it's not coming naturally
and gracefully,
then because look, we gotta be graceful in this. Right? So if it's not like happening, like, you know, just smooth and whatever, then
let it go, girl. It's okay.
Leave it alone.
Let it go. Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please tell us what you think. Like, do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Do you like the thirst? Do you like being thirsty?
Do you like being thirsty? You like when your throat is dry? Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Thanks for watching, guys.